I rushed to the office, and Mike was waiting for me. Kevin, I'm having trouble opening this file. It contains patient data, and if we can't access it, the reception work will come to a halt. I was hoping you could help. What? Are you serious? If you can't handle it, there's no way this contractor can. He's an exterior repair contractor, you know. Rachel, the office manager, said sharply, with a puzzled look. I saw Mia, the beautiful office clerk, with tear-filled eyes, looking anxious. I couldn't just leave her, usually so cheerful, in such distress. My name is Kevin. Right now, I work for my uncle's exterior repair company. At 30, I never thought I'd change jobs like this, but I've recently started to think that physical work isn't so bad. I've been playing rugby since high school, so I have a solid build and tend to stand out. People often say my broad shoulders are perfect for manual labor. However, I'm usually quite reserved, so I don't attract much attention even in my new workplace. For the past 2 weeks, I've been going to the hospital every day. Not because of an injury or illness, but for work. The hospital's exterior walls are quite deteriorated, and my uncle's company is handling the repairs. Since I'm new at the company, I'm treated like a rookie. My daily routine includes borrowing armbands and ID cards for all the workers from the hospital office. Good morning, I'm Kevin from the exterior repair company. Can I get today's armbands and ID cards, please? The person who always helps me at the office is Mia, a bright and pleasant-looking office clerk. Her large eyes and clear skin make her look like an actress. Her hair, in soft waves, bounces lightly as she walks. Seeing her cheerful face at the start of the day always lifts my spirits and energizes me. Oh, good morning, Kevin. Just a moment. I'll get them for you. She says this as she quickly retrieves the necessary armbands and cards from a drawer. Meanwhile, I fill out the form with the company name, my name, and the borrowing time, and hand it to her. It's going to be hot again today. Please make sure everyone stays hydrated. Lately, it's been unusually hot for June, with strong sunlight from the morning. She's always so friendly and kind, even to workers like me. Because of this, going to the office has become a little highlight of my day. Naturally, she's popular with patients, staff, and doctors alike. The men who talk to her obviously have a crush on her, which is clear even from a distance. When I came with my uncle 6 months ago to inspect the repair site, I didn't see her, so she must be a relatively new face at the hospital. One day, when I went to borrow the work ID cards as usual, the office atmosphere was different and unusually chaotic. When I asked what happened, I learned that a spreadsheet file containing patient data couldn't be opened because they didn't know the password. Rachel was furiously scolding Mia. It seemed that Mia was somehow involved in the problem. Rachel was threatening her with dismissal, and she was visibly trembling. Her usual brightness was completely gone, replaced by anxiety and fear. At that moment, a male staff member walked in. But when he saw me, he stopped in his tracks. Kevin? Is that really you, Kevin? I was momentarily puzzled by the familiar voice, but then I recognized his face. Oh, Mike? Wow, it's been a while. Are you working here? Yes, I am. I'm the IT guy here. Oh, sorry. We're in a bit of a crisis right now, so I'll contact you later. Your contact info hasn't changed. Right? Yeah, it's still the same. But I'll be here working on the hospital's exterior repairs for a while, so feel free to reach out anytime. He looked puzzled. You're doing exterior repairs? Well, okay. Sorry, but I really have to go now. With that, he hurried over to Mia's computer. I was concerned about her, who looked on the verge of tears, but it wasn't my place to intervene. Plus, with Mike handling IT, I figured things would be resolved. It seemed impossible to get the armbands and ID cards from Mia today. I reluctantly asked another office clerk to prepare them and left the office. While I was working outside, the clerk who lent me the armband came looking for me. Excuse me, is Kevin around here? She called out loudly. Yes, that's me. What's up? I replied just as loudly. Mike from IT asked me to bring you over. Not knowing what it was about, I got permission from my uncle to leave my post. Since I was still an assistant, my absence wouldn't cause much disruption. I rushed to the office, and Mike was waiting for me. Kevin, I'm sorry to bother you at work, but we're having trouble opening this file. It contains patient data, and without it, the reception work stops. I'm the IT guy here, but I mostly liaise with contractors and rarely do hands-on work. I thought you might be able to help. What? What are you talking about? If you can't handle it, there's no way he can. He's an exterior wall repair contractor. Besides, we can't just let an outsider use our computers. Rachel's point was valid. He used to be my senior at an IT firm. He's a brilliant engineer and has helped me many times. If we can't open this file, the reception work stops. This is an emergency. I'll supervise his work, so please let him try. Kevin, can you help? Looking at the reception area, I saw clerks handling tasks on paper, creating a longer than usual line. Rachel, clearly irritated, responded. All right. But make sure you watch him closely and recover the file. I used to work in IT, but I had been away from that field for a while. However, I decided to lend a hand at the request of a junior colleague. Above all, I couldn't ignore Mia, who was always so cheerful, now looking so troubled. Mike, I'll help if I can. First, let me understand the situation. Why was the password changed, and is there a backup file? I'll explain. Mia said, her face full of anxiety. We update the password monthly for security. I followed the procedure to change it. The backup files are in this folder. I always save them here before changing the password. But when I checked, all the backup files were gone. Gone? Maybe they were moved to another folder? Mike interjected. I thought so too, but I searched and found nothing. They're not in the recycle bin either. Rachel added, her tone harsh. She must have accidentally deleted them. Who else would do it? Those words made her look like she was about to cry. I asked Mia. Do you have any idea what the new password might be? The passwords are generated using this site, and I write them on a sticky note and keep it in this drawer. It seemed like a primitive method, but many companies probably do the same. Did you check if the new password worked after changing it? Yes, I did. I'm not lying. Seeing her desperately defend herself, I felt like I was interrogating her and started feeling sorry for her. I understood the situation. I tried the password she had changed, its variations in uppercase and lowercase, and the original password, but the file wouldn't open. So, I decided to look up methods and tools online to decrypt the password. There was a sense of tension, mixed with a bit of nostalgia for my old job. A few minutes after running the tool, I successfully decrypted the password. The file's open. Mia, who was watching, exclaimed with shining eyes, "Wow, that's amazing." Thank you so much, Kevin. Mike also expressed his gratitude for my work. Kevin, you're incredible. Thank you. I can't believe you solved it so quickly. You're amazing. The staff around us shared in the joy, and the atmosphere instantly became brighter. Seeing everyone's relieved smiles made me happy as well. I never expected to be thanked so much. But I had doubts about the incident. Why were the backup files deleted? Why didn't the password Mia had confirmed work? Something felt off. I left the office to get back to my work, feeling a bit embarrassed by the grateful send-off from everyone, like I was a hero. That evening, when I went back to the office to return the armbands and ID cards, Mia suddenly spoke to me. Kevin, thank you so much for today. If you don't mind, would you like to grab dinner together? I was surprised and overjoyed by her invitation, pumping my fist in my mind. Honestly, I never expected her to ask me out. Yes, of course. I'd love to. I replied with a smile, though I was a bit nervous. The staff around us briefly glanced our way. Their expressions showing surprise and curiosity, with some even smiling. Noticing this, Mia blushed slightly. We agreed to meet at the hospital entrance. Usually, she wore her office uniform, so I hadn't noticed, but her casual clothes were lovely. A feminine top with stylish jeans. She had the aura of a sophisticated adult woman. In contrast, I was still in my work clothes. She initially suggested a fancy restaurant, but I declined. Dressed like this, they'd probably not let me in. We left the hospital and started walking towards a nearby pub.